Good evening. Good evening, friends.
What's up with y'all?
Welcome to the Social Flex. We are doing something a little new and different tonight. We don't have a set topic on this evening. We're just going to talk about a
roll the dice.
Stuff. Also, we are going live on TikTok for the first time. So, if you follow, I guess, me on TikTok, you're going to head over to my TikTok. And we are live on TikTok. So, hey, TikTok. Welcome to the show. Well, who are you, first of all?
Well, you was doing, you started.
Me?
Yeah. I mean.
Well, again, welcome to the Social Flex. We are your Social Flex host and guides. I am Perlisa Turner. I am 42, and I am widowed and single.
I am Sierra Tompkins. I am 43, and I don't know.
We still at out on the yard. It's gonna be sick.
No, I don't know.
Or more.
When we figure it out.
Oh my gosh, this is too much.
When we figure it out. Whoever we is.
Okay. Okay.
Whoever we is when we figure it out.
What's on your mind?
I don't even.
I know there's something going on.
Well, you know, I told you when I first came in, you know, dealing with, I'll call it the divorce blues when it comes to kids.
I heard that it's the work for you with kids and not kids.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to rephrase it. Your kids are.
My kids are adults. However, and I use adults loosely because they will always be our kids.
They're still adults.
Yeah. They will always be.
They're still the children.
Yeah, but they're adults. And, sometimes it's hard to get even your adult children to understand who really has their backs. And, you know, things like that. They do. Hey, listen, you could have said that out there. I'm pretty sure somebody wanted to hear that.
I say a kid just like playing both sides against the middle.
And they do, and I've experienced that. That's why I stay neutral now. I be like, no, I don't want to hear it. But like when my kids come to me in distress, it's like now I got to listen. So.
Okay, we do anything else? Anything else going on in the social sphere that got your wheels turning?
Not too much for real. I've just been chilling for real. Like I ain't really been engaging in nothing just like taking me over the edge where I feel like, really?
But I am. So let me tell you what I am.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to give you a chance to speak first.
Okay. Alright.
So I was scrolling the clock app. And I had came across a video where it was this chick who was, I guess, mom shaming a girl. And if I watch the video correctly, and sometimes, you know, I get so wound up in my thoughts and my, you know, my perspective of things that sometimes I don't always hear everything correctly. So sometimes and I didn't go back and rewatch it because she really annoyed me. She really annoyed me. But I do believe that she is a single parent herself. It's like mom shaming another single parent. And the reason she's mom shaming her is because she feels like the woman doesn't have a right to complain about being a single parent because she has 5 kids by 3 different men, by 3 different guys. And it's like, you know, she said, well, basically, at what point do we accept accountability or the part we plan things. And I'm so annoyed because for me, I hate that conversation because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you became a single parent. What matters is that you're here. You're in a club that a great majority of people do not foresee themselves belonging to when they're creating these lives, right? And granted, there are consequences to actions, and we can always look back on things and be like, well, I guess if I hadn't done this, or if I didn't do that. But it's not always so simple and cut and dry. Like, now I'm a single parent, but I'm a single parent because I'm with her. But what the fuck difference does it make? Because I'm a single parent, right? Yes, I had a husband, and we had a variety of children. We got the whole pirate starting lineup over here. Just hear what I'm saying. But it doesn't matter that he's the father of my children. What matters is that he's not present, and I'm stuck navigating this life with these kids by myself without the support I wish I had. So I'm not going to say I don't have no support. I'm going to say it ain't the support it would have been if it was him.
Well, again, it's like you said, the support you wish you had. So, like, I don't know, like, I kind of, when I hear a single parent, like, it just takes me to, like, our previous discussions with child support and stuff like that. Like, to me, single parent means, like, you have no help whatsoever by the other parent. Like, no help with, like, they're not in the picture, they're not valid, they don't support, they don't call. Like, that is what I consider, like,
A single parent is a primary custodial parent who spends the majority of the time with the children, who bears the brunt of the responsibility. I'm a single parent. I don't give a fuck how many weekends you come and get your nieces and your nephews. I'm still a single parent. I'm still a single parent. You can get them all the weekends you want. But I'm still a single parent. When they get sick, I'm still the one that got to go to children. And when they get to snuggles, I'm the one that got to sit up.
See, and I think that's like,
I'm the one that got to take them on these sporting events. And
I feel that's I'm not going to say for labeling, because there are some people in relationships who are single parents.
Yes, there's a such thing as being a single parent, and even in marriage.
Yeah, even in
absolutely.
Yes.
But again, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you became a single parent.
But it's
what
not
matters is that you're a single
single
parent.
parent, right? But
Because even if you have 5 kids by one dude,
you're still a single parent. Yeah.
So does it matter that there's 3 different fathers who weren't participating?
No. But even if, like I said, even if you're like married or you're in a relationship and you're the custodial parent, you're taking on the, like you said, the majority or the responsibility, I'm still a fucking single parent.
I know people who are married, and the male in the marriage, he works like all the time. He is like he's a financial provider, right? He makes sure that their house, they got a nice house over there, roof over their head. They got a nice vehicle to drive in to get from point A to point B. They got nice clothes and shoes that they can put on their body and feet. They got great groceries and 2-3 refrigerators that got cooking up in that goddamn house. And he's not around as much as he would like to be. He may make 1 or 2 recitals or sport things or extracurricular things, but it's not often. It's very far and few in between. He may see his kids before bedtime. He may not. You know what I mean? Even though that's her husband, but his focus is on making sure that they're financially settled. Mm-hmm. Would it be nice if he went to the park and came to the picnics and was out the recitals and this, that, and the third? Yeah, it would be freaking great. Does that negate the fact that she feels like a single parent?
No.
Does it matter that that's why she's a single parent?
So I was talking to somebody earlier. You mentioned a couple of things. I was talking to somebody earlier. We were having a conversation just about life in general. And this was like a Bible, God type conversation. I know we don't really do those here, so I'm not really going to go too far into it. But I was just saying how worldly we are. Like we are not, like, we worry about money, we worry about paying bills because that's the world that we live in. if we ain't had to do those things, or it was more feasible for us to live without having to do those things, I think a lot of the mixture of households would be a lot different.
Not necessarily, because even when we weren't so rural, when we had to depend on the land to live and survive, the men were feeding crops, tending animals, handling whole farms, building the house, building the porch, building the deck, traveling over here to trade the goods that we just grew or manufactured. So they still weren't necessarily 100% present.
If you're tuning in, you got any questions, you got any topics you want to discuss, throw them at us. We're just looking to vibe out here today. So, yeah, I mean, I've been having conversations with different people about different things. The only thing that really stands out to me recently when I've been talking about people, I mean, not talking about people, but talking to people, I've been talking a lot about anxiety. Like, a lot of people that I know are going through some type of, like, anxiety issues. And I'm like, what, like, are we overstimulated? Is it the phones? Is it too much TV? Like, what is it that's making people, like, remotely, anxious? It's even to the point now where they're putting it in movies. Like, two of the movies that I recently went to see there was a big focus on anxiety in two of the movies that I've seen. But again, it's, why is that? What is it the food? Is it something in the food? Is it, not being able to cope with life and the things that go on in life? Like, what really is that?
I think things get hard and overwhelming for sure.
No, because I'm
We do not care.
Yeah, we don't do politics on this show ever. Yeah, we not doing that. Yeah, we don't.
I don't know, like I said, life definitely is hard and definitely is overwhelming. I'm not sure what a lot of just staying calm and pressing forward. I wish I didn't always have to.
Like me and one of the people who were talking about meds, and I'm like, man, I had them take me off them things. It's like they made it worse for me. So yeah, so like just be mindful of, get a hobby, do something that's not, something that relieves stress. Besides drinking or smoking. What?
I don't do that.
And somebody else like, yeah, this and this and this and that, and I was drinking and I'm not. Like, I'm like, well, that's a number, like that numbs your, like what's going on around you. Like, yeah, if you're not doing that no more, life is going to hit you about 20 times harder. So. I don't know. I only drink when I get peer pressure by certain individuals who will remain nameless.
Being 43 still becoming a victim of peer pressure. No.
You know how many times I'm like, no. Oh, we want to do that? No.
You don't mean it clearly.
No.
I can even people really to say that.
No. I even be trying to sneak and go in the other room so I don't gotta participate.
That's why you keep running yourself in that predicament.
I love it.
Don't matter. Do they love you enough to respect your no the first time? Well, you see your problem? You see
but
the
they don't-
hypocrisy in that?
They don't respect nobody's no. So I guess we all leave it.
So the other thing that grinds my gears in the conversation, because I think it was like somebody else had like stitched the video about, you know, the whole single mom thing, and he's like, I'm going to speak up for the good men out there because nobody wants to talk about the fact that you chose. First of all, nothing. And here's why you got to know. Because there's a great bit of, I can only speak from my experience. I have dated some phenomenal somebodies. I have dated some phenomenal somebodies. And they were phenomenal until they wasn't.
And that is all facts.
And they was phenomenal till they wasn't.
And that is facts.
I have dated some phenomenal somebodies. And they were wonderful until they weren't. But by the time they weren't, I was years in.
Right.
Years in. I had no way of knowing, you know what I'm saying, that in the beginning. Like, for example, we're just going to call them A, B, C, and D. A and whatnot. Freshman through senior year of high school. A was awesome. Until A told a lie and then doubled down on that lie. Then tried to walk the lie back, but was still lying. I couldn't get past the lie, so that made him not a phenomenal somebody. Now, were there any red flags before that? Not to my recollection. He was amazing. Until that lie was told, and he was unwilling to come up off that lie.
That's funny.
He was not coming up. It was not coming to that for none of the world. He's like, it is, but it ain't like that. It's like this, and you're still lying.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't. Again, by no stretch of the imagination do I think being a single parent is a choice. Like, you don't choose to be a single parent. However, this goes back to what I stated in the child support segment. Is like, and this is just for me. I'm not going to force you to be no parent. You either want to be here or you ain't. Like, if you ain't, that's cool. But I'm not going to force you to do that. Like, I feel like in those situations when you, whether it's a one night stand or whatever you doing, you at some point you know what you're doing. Like, it's like I don't really I don't know. Like, at some point you know what you're doing. So as far as like, okay, so if you're laying down with somebody, you know that that's a potential. Unless they're like, oh, I can't have kids for.
You're saying that you know that sex ultimately leads to the possibility of
right
offspring.
Offspring, correct.
Mm-hmm.
Which
I know certain people are like, well, what the heck are you trying to say?
Which now again, like, if we're creating this offspring, and you decide at point A, B, or C that, hey, like, I ain't signed up for this. Now you're leaving me to be a single parent. But
and you know what's happening now? It's not like fastly happening, but a lot of times now, a lot of these women are like psych. Like, there's a famous YouTuber who was with a guy, and then they broke up, and she was like, aha, you about to make me no single parent, take your baby. Psych your mind, make the baby shine. Take no baby.
Yo. But I also so, and this is me, and this is why the social flex was kind of birthed, is because I don't feel like we have the correct conversations. I feel like we're so good at being like, oh, well, nah, see, you again, like, somebody was like, man, you's a hard person. No, I'm not a hard person. I'm just not, like, I'm really not shit slap. Like, what's up?
Oh my God. make
What's
somebody
supposed to be
say
excited for?
like,
I'm
so dry. What did you want
like,
me to
what
say?
the fuck is I supposed to be excited for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I watched this video today that talked about like until like women who are single. There's like, you know, women who are single for like a year or 2 or 3. It's not because she's not, you know, worthy of being in a relationship. She's too intelligent to fall for the bullshit. Like, where he was like, it was a guy who was saying it. He was like, in most cases, she's too intelligent to fall for stuff that she would usually like.
She's too far removed. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he said that she, you know, basically, you know, she just spent all this time not having to deal with X, Y, and Z, and here you come with all 3 letters, and she's like,
yeah. So when he was like, you know, she's gonna ask the questions. She's gonna be intelligent enough to decipher things. She's gonna be intelligent enough to read the red or to see the red flags if there's any, and know how to allocate that and walk away from it if she needs to walk away from it. So it's not that she's single because she doesn't have value. It's single because she understands the value within her. And I was like, okay, I get it. And then I really started to like look at my action because I'm at a no tolerance stage right now.
did I send you the video from the guy that said that if a woman like buys a house and has her own excellent all this other stuff and like she's washed?
No, I ain't seen
Nothing
that.
you can do.
People don't like honesty, and if you're giving them you're considered or emotionless. If you're giving them that, you're considered hard or emotionless. I mean, it says people don't like honesty, and if you give them that, you are considered hard or emotionless.
Because I'm telling you the truth.
Some people, yeah. Some people they cannot take that type of honesty. Like I gave somebody an example of a story of me being honest, and somebody, like the person who I was honest to, was pissed because I was honest with them. Like, and before I answered the question, I was like, "Are you sure you want the answer to this question?"
No, because they over there in their minds putting the same. A lot of the problem is people have preconceived notions about how you're going to respond. They already, I know I'm guilty. I'm guilty as shit. Is that because I was just thinking about myself. I have like spiritual images of people. I have spiritual images of people. So a lot of times, like if you piss me off, a lot of times you don't even know that you piss me off because I don't say anything to you physically. Mm-hmm. But your spiritual image has got the business. Your spiritual image has got them handed to them. I told them off. And that's how I know how serious it is to me, the situation. So I've already worked this conflict out in my mind, or this conversation out in my mind. So by the time I get to you, and I'm like, yeah, listen. I just want to say, blah, 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 blah. And because of my mind, I feel like I already know how you're going to respond. So I'm already prepared, like, you won't say blah, it's going to be blah, but you're like, I'm like, bitch, the fuck?
Well, that's what somebody asked me today. They was like, so if we were together and we got into an argument, what would you do? I was like, most likely, I'm going to walk away. I'm not fucking arguing with you for what? Like, what is the argument going to accomplish? Like, we're mad right now. That doesn't mean we're going to be mad 20 minutes or an hour from now. So everything that we say in this argument, because we're mad, is going to hold weight.
I'm going to mud slinging because I don't like that you picked your shoes off right before.
Yeah, like,
come on.
And it's crazy. So he was like, so wait, you would just be quiet? You wouldn't say nothing back? Yeah, I would just be, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I'm just simple. Because I already know I'm vicious.
But that's just it. Like, if you're going off the deep end and you really telling me how you feel because you're in the stage of being mad, I'm gonna sit there and listen to you, and I ain't saying shit. But again, that's because I've been through some shit where it's like, damn, I really said some mean ass shit because you was mad at me, you were attacking me, so I felt it was only appropriate to attack you instead of letting you get that shit off and then coming back and be like, yo, you do know that you said X, Y, and Z to me, and I need to make sure that's really how you feel. Because if that's really how you feel, I'm not even. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, are you calm enough to have a rational conversation about it? Okay, to have a rational. But do you know that you said this to me, and you might have said it out of anger? Okay, I don't know, but it hurt my fucking feelings because you said it. No, I'm walking around with hurt ass feelings, and whether you care or not, that's.
I'm not doing all that because I still want to dissect how you feel, but now I want to hear how you feel calmly. But I'm not even going to entertain how you made me feel in that moment because that's not what this conversation is about. This conflict is about your feelings about this. So let's stick to that because the minute we start talking about this gets lost and becomes a bigger. It comes back later.
Right. And
so if we don't resolve this, then I got to hear about this again. And I'm going to shut this down right now.
Right.
We can talk about all of this later. When you calm down, are you calm? You good? Okay, you want to talk about it? Okay, let's have a conversation about it. Like I said, just spiritual energy. With me, your spiritual energy.
Like I've been able to have a really good, great friend who there have been some points where I'd be ready to be like, cow, oh. Like let's give it some time. And then we'll run it back and he'll be like, you know what, I apologize. If I made you feel any type of way about my statements, what I said, how it was delivered, I apologize.
No, I didn't never go for that. You already know it's not. You got the allocute. Specifically what? I want to make sure we're on the same page about what was said.
But then again, it's a situation where with this person, after we have this conversation, the action showed me like, oh, okay, like you really,
I want to hear.
You really was sorry.
I want to know that you know.
If anybody's watching, you got any questions, comments, you want to discuss something, let us know. We'll talk about it. We'll put an air out on it.
If you make me feel good about it.
Again, if anybody's watching, you got any questions, you want to talk about something, you want to see something as a topic, throw it out there to us. We'll talk about it. This is just a roll the dice conversation. We just up here chatting. We probably want to chat for another 30 minutes. I gotta get to see. She running me this week, boy. I'm like, man, you fucking running me, dog. So, but again, one thing ain't nobody ever gonna tell me is that I'm a bad parent. I mean,
I can say that.
I'm just saying in my head, you could be like, oh, you're a bad parent. That was cute. I still take care of my adult kids. Exactly, that's what I said. Yeah. They're just not kids. They're just my babies. They always will be my babies. Yeah, that was a conversation I had earlier. Like, what, you ain't gonna argue with me? I'm like, argue with you for what?
What is arguing for? Like, who's listening in an argument?
Like, I'm
not
exhausted.
Nothing. I'm trying to eviscerate you immediately. With me?
See, I don't even, like, I'm just at the point in my life where I don't even have the energy to do that. Like, you can have it.
Especially if I think country in the day, like, we can't get any cracking. They don't fucking hurt.
I cannot. I can't even look at nobody wrong right now. Like, in the state that I'm at. Like, I can't even, like. Like, I be definitely ready to bop somebody, but I gotta realize, like, I can't. Man, listen. Yeah. Yes. I didn't know if you wanted to answer or not, but yes.
It's like, but we already know.
Yes.
That's all right. I know how to answer that.
Yes. What we got coming up? What shows we got coming up?
There's a lot of things on the book. When are we going to execute is the question. We got custody, foster care, entrepreneurship,
We got separation and divorce as well.
separation and divorce, cancer.
What you say, charter school, laser school, something like that.
We'll do something about students. We're working it out.
Yeah, we definitely working it out, trying to come up with some more conversations. I do kind of want to revisit mental health. I really do. Now that we have a
And
different
I want to visit
platform.
best stage team to release the audio from season 1.
This has been an ongoing debate between
And it's
You and I.
I'm not having no mental health conversation until you release season 1.
you know, season 1 was super choppy.
I don't give a hot dog dang down what it was. Release the audio.
Shit, wow. I was like, man, the twins is in the background of the one.
Probably.
I was like, yo, this is good. I was like, this is wow. But again, that's part of it.
That's the part of the growth.
That is.
Where we've been.
That is definitely part of the growth. Season 3, hopefully we roll into season 4 with bigger and brighter ideas. We're halfway through the year. We're trying to work on. I had suggested a picnic while it's still summertime.
And look at that truck. Look at that. I do that. Just get down.
Listen, you can go eat if you need to get the fuck out the house. You know, that'd be the main thing. I'd be at the crib starving, like, damn.
73-year-old is driving nuts.
Huh?
The 73-year-old is driving nuts. I'm serious. You give up. Anyway, I'm probably gonna do something. Oh yeah, I was gonna go to the hospital. You know that fucking heat trip. Oh yeah. Ass.
That's what we should
And then told the people he wasn't going to the hospital. I'm sitting there. I said, really? I mean, you said that with your whole chest. Like, you the one with the say so. That's crazy. I said, but I don't like arguing so bad. And then we'll get on the phone time. I was like, you let me do nothing. She telling me what you do. Should I say, well, tell everybody lying like you listen to anybody other than yourself?
I mean,
Don't be lying and then implicating me in these lies.
that's why I say, man, my family ain't putting me in no nothing. I be off to the side by myself. So,
Hey, tomboy.
hey, if you're checking us out, you got any questions, you got any comments or anything,
Any talking points?
got any
We
talking
taking-
points, we
we
just
taking them.
going with the flow. However, we do not do politics or religion. I just want to throw that out there. No politics, no religion. Anything else, we'll pretty much talk about. So what else? Man, we need to start getting back out, going to these restaurants, start doing reviews on them and stuff like that.
The 30 and up.
30 and up with, but I want to do. I started this month about to because I don't do bugs. Like, I don't like them. He gonna bite the fuck out of my shirt and put a hole in it.
That's not even the type of shit he eats.
You right, keep quiet. My bad.
Girl,
My bad.
I don't even eat that.
But we we were talking about, me and somebody was talking about doing, like, not food reviews, but like divers and yeah, we already we started talking to some restaurants that we frequent to see if they would let us come in and take over they establishment for a day. And we're like, yeah, we want to come, we want to do it. So we're trying to set some stuff up like that. But I really want to get into some of these, and it's not like we're going to be doing it where we're like, ooh, the food's trash.
Unless it's trash.
No, we're not even doing it if it's trash.
Nasty.
I'm not
It's nasty.
I'm not going to say your food is nasty. I'm going to just say that might not be a place that you want to frequent. You might like it.
I'm like, it's not my favorite.
I mean, you might like it. People's taste buds is different. So, like we said, when we're going to do a pizza round. When we go to the pizza shop, we're going to talk about like if the sauce is too, like if it has a sweet taste to it, or like the different spices we taste in it, like with the cheese and how it's cooked. So that's how it goes. Yeah. And you know, pizza is one of my favorite food. Well, if you didn't know, pizza is one of my favorite foods. And most Fridays, you can catch me out videos. Most.
I find it so funny that you just told these people you're weird. Acting like you don't want to be seen. They're going to call you a liar all the time.
Listen, I don't.
Lying. You be lying.
I don't mind being seen. It's when people be like, oh, I don't want to be seeing you. Like, what you mean? Like you said, my whereabouts are pretty much known. I frequent the same locations on the same days, other than being at home. I'm home Monday through Wednesday. Thursday I'm here. Friday I'm at videos. My Saturdays and Sundays it's a roll of dice with that. But I do listen. We need to get Sundays together. Like we need to be cooking on Sundays or going out to dinner. You won't be hungry on Sunday?
Don't be signing me up for stuff.
You won't be hungry?
Don't be signing me up.
The question was, do you be hungry or not?
I be hungry all the time.
Okay, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
My point is, don't be signing me up.
You don't gotta come.
Because
You don't gotta come.
I am a mother and caretaker. I got a lot.
You don't have to
Something
come.
we need to be cooking. That man wants something insane. It's not it. It's not it.
It's always the same. There's soup and hoagie. It's soup and hoagie and Popeyes or what's the other food? Where's the other place you like to eat at?
You like
Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, Popeyes, and soup.
No, it's Jersey Mike's. She's only doing like a hot dog or something, which is crazy because the hot dogs are different. Somebody just stick them things in a little air fryer, let them go about 10-15 minutes, they be good. Jersey Mike's, Wendy's chili. Eating pork soup and strawberry pie. He like egg fouillon and shrimp fried rice from the Chinese restaurant. And it got to be a specific Chinese restaurant. Because it ain't just be any old bag.
Well, I can't eat at the Chinese restaurant most times anyway because I got an allergy.
Those things are Rita's, there's a sugar-free, the tub of the sugar-free Rita. If it's like cherry or something like that. What else do we
I
like?
guess being a caretaker is hard. I'm not never. I mean, I can't say never say never. But as far as like what I've been like, I've been in the crib chilling. Like I've been playing a game because I turned into a gamer in the last 2-3 weeks again. I mean, I've always been a gamer.
I was about to say, here you go again.
I've always been a gamer. I've been a gamer since I was 6 years old. I was probably one of the first people in Wilkinsburg with a Nintendo.
I doubt it, but don't do it.
You say you doubt it? Who do you think was the first person in Wilkinsburg with a Nintendo? What year you get
With
yours?
the power pad and
What
the
year
gun.
you get yours?
With the gun and the power pad. I tell you what.
How old was you?
My shit was all gray. Everybody else got their gun and shit was orange.
That's
That's how I know I was going to hurt people with me. That's how I know I was.
That's what it is.
You got everybody else's time like, you got to read it again. You got yours back. Yeah.
You got yours this Christmas. I got mine last
was
Christmas.
at my house to play the dang power pad.
That's because everybody thought they was fast and they wasn't.
Everybody was at my house. My house was ground zero or something.
But yeah, no, my brother had an Atari. Like
He had an
I
Atari.
was playing Atari. Like I've been playing video games since I like knew how to play video
He had
games.
an Atari with all the games.
Yeah, like I've always been a
I
gamer.
had a Tandy computer.
Oh,
Most people don't even know what a Tandy computer is.
It's to play games.
Yes.
What's up, Gregory? Yeah, like that. But then last week you said my privilege was showing, so I ain't trying to show too much of my privilege. I mean, I don't know.
Some of your perspective, like, I just feel like you feel like that because you got 32 people behind you that's a step. But everybody don't get that.
I mean, I'm sorry if they ain't got that shit.
You were not sorry. That's
I'm
not
not.
your heart. Why would you? You're not
I'm not sorry. You know.
You can feel that way because you have a tight-knit family. Even your family is, and it's still, I know I don't have that. I definitely don't have that. Most people don't even know who my siblings are.
Shout out to the Sims. What's up, y'all?
Most people don't, if you didn't grow up with me, you don't know who my siblings are.
Definitely.
I look like a orphan out here.
I definitely felt. So here's the thing that a lot of people don't know. It took a while for us to grow into that type of relationship. Like it actually. I hate saying this shit. It took me to be single to have a good relationship with my siblings and my family.
Which siblings? Because you,
All of them.
no.
Which sibling do you think that like put it on the floor? Put it on the floor. Because me and one of my siblings actually did not talk, like talk on the phone, none of that for a good 5 or 6 years.
Out of your entire life.
Yes, because
So then I stand on my original
what?
I stand on mine.
What?
When you said you still have a tight-knit family, y'all still get together, y'all still do stuff, y'all still
Absolutely.
If you caught him crying right now, you'll hear tires screeching up in his room. I'm not joking. I don't have that. First of all, get him to answer the phone.
Well, no, my family don't play about me. Like we'll just put that out
Your
there.
privilege
No,
shows often.
my
I don't think
people-
that you realize how big of a privilege
my
that
people-
is to have what you have.
And my people is definitely they stand up for me. I appreciate all of y'all.
Y'all in the same room as my baby sister. My baby sister. You good here. Yeah, nah. Everybody don't have that. Everybody don't have that.
You said you good here.
Like, everybody don't have that.
Hey, when we go out, it's a great time. I'm just saying,
Everybody don't
it's a
have
great.
that. And then you go there. When we go out,
It's a great time.
Going out with your siblings.
It's an awesome time.
I got one cousin.
Listen, if you don't go out, if you got siblings, y'all better patch that. Because when I go out with my siblings and my nieces and my nephews, we have an awesome time. Yeah.
Girl.
My niece, we
And that's why I say your privilege be showing because you literally your glasses when you speak sometimes about your point of view, which you're entitled to.
Absolutely.
Your perspective, which you are definitely entitled to. But a lot of time when you speak from your perspective, it is cloaked in that coverage. So you can say those things and you could be and sometimes it's almost like I'm gonna call it ignorance, but like a blindness to the other side of that. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're like, well, if you're not really this because all you got to do is this, and you got to, I'm like, who got all that?
Well,
And that's why I always say now, like, when your privilege is showing you that.
well, but here's the thing with that. Like, yeah, I may be privileged, but I was also raised hard. Like, my mom raised me hard. My mom raised me.
I'm not debating that, but you still had your grandparents, but you spent a lot of your time in life with. Now, my grandmother, my father's mother, passed away when I was like 2. So I don't have that. My father's father, I didn't start going around that man until I was like 10. Maybe a little, or I was double digits. When we were introduced to him and started going around him. And him and my father had a very volatile relationship because he didn't raise my dad. You understand what I'm saying? So that a lot of the time, my grandfather treated my dad like man.
So
So I didn't have that. Now my grandfather on my mom's side passed away before I was even thought about. And then I had my granny, but my granny was a granny, like she was old as shit when I was young. And she lived in like a little 1-bedroom apartment.
don't do that to Granny.
In a 1-bedroom apartment. Now if you've been my friend for years, but you've at least met my granny.
Yeah.
I understand with that little
So
little shoebox apartment.
what I will say is that
But your grandparents live in Bel Air.
okay, alright. Okay, that's my mom's parents. Like I've honestly, my dad's people's, like my dad's dad, actually passed away before I was born. My grandma on my dad's side, I probably seen her like 4 or 5 times. She passed when I was 7 or 8, one of the two. So I really like I can say that I really didn't know my grandma on my dad's side, but people around me could probably make the difference. But
nonetheless, you still have both your grandparents on this side
well,
up until your grandfather's tragic, but still even after that, you still had a host of aunts
yeah,
and a host of cousins. You have a sibling with your mom.
yeah, he's alright.
Never mind these 92 siblings over here. You definitely got one over here.
He's cool. He's alright.
Yeah, all right. I'm telling you, let me call him because you're not gonna be disrespecting this like disrespecting that man. But what I'm saying is that you have an unmatched amount of support in one fashion or another,
Yeah.
which is a beautiful thing.
I
A
agree.
beautiful thing. Everybody ain't that lucky.
I agree.
Everybody ain't that lucky.
So I like, but again, I would say like a lot of people don't know that back. Like based on my situation and circumstances, we weren't that close. Like I'm just now.
You can keep trying to downplay.
Look, you
whatever
can.
you want to.
You can.
But let's take these siblings out the equation.
Mhm.
Let's just talk about your mom's head.
My mom, my brother.
You have a aunt that sent you to California.
Absolutely
Oh,
did.
so start your ass. Okay? You was on movie sets and music studios and doing all types of crazy things that people dream about. So you not going about this. I'm not gonna let you downplay your situation. No, I know your real life. Chill, Boogie. You tell that to somebody who don't know better. You don't get to do that.
I have a polished life.
Thank you.
I have a polished life. I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah, because you up here talking about, no, my life was so hard.
I
If it
said
was a real hard life, you would have busted yourself and like
I never said I had a real hard life. What I was stating was the relationship with my people. Like I don't know if she's still watching, but my sis dad, like she could be one of those people that could attest to like, yeah, like that was like my sister. But once things started to transpire, she became distant. But again, that was based on circumstances. That's not meaning like I didn't know I didn't have a support system. I didn't know these people were there for me. Based on circumstances, the relationships got strained. I'll put it like that.
and you still had a support system.
Yeah.
Even when these few people fell off out of the fold, you still had 93 other people that was right there. I'm not going to let you sit here and talk like, oh, but no, me and her fell out, because we fell out for a period of time. We wasn't not friends.
First of all, we didn't fall out. We had a miscommunication.
Okay.
Yeah, because
That's true, but
yeah, it was
I was gonna say because I was cleaning it up like never that we wasn't friends, but there was a period where we weren't like every day speaking. We weren't
again
in the know. We saw each other like, hey, girl,
right.
message each other every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Shoot a quick, hey, I got a question, quick question text. This is what I'm thinking about doing text, but it wasn't like it became. We hurt some feelings with this shit. This shit that hurts some feelings. But I say that to say that even though we weren't speaking every day, we were still there for each other if necessary.
If necessary.
Right? So while we wasn't in the everyday thick of it for a period of time, we were still down for each other. You
Right,
see what
but
I'm
that's
saying?
just-
So that's what I'm saying about your support system.
Yeah.
They might not have been in an everyday thing, but you still had.
Like, no doubt. Like, if I was going through anything in any of those spectrums at that time, I could have called on anybody on my support, on my support team, and been like, "Hey, this is what's going on." Now, I didn't want to do that because I know the type of conflict. Like I said, my people's fuck with me, so they don't want me crying or hurt or none of that. Like, you made my.
So a lot of your hardships were shameful choices.
Yeah.
You went through a lot because you didn't
I
want to
chose.
burden the people around you. You made
Yeah,
a choice.
I chose.
And that's not, but you don't get to say that you didn't have it.
No, I know I had it.
You don't get to sit up in here and be acting
Flex,
like,
ladies.
not me.
Kicks for cloud.
You.
Kicks for cloud. Thanks for the shout out. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. But you don't get to say that. Like, you can't do that. Like, now me? I don't have a full fucking pity party now.
Oh,
I don't got to sit in solitary. No goddamn way.
But
that's not true. If I'm about to punch somebody in the face, about 2 numbers I know I can dial that's going to be pulling up like, who be punching? Right?
I would be in that current situation. current situation.
There's one number without it. She's already on her way when that number hits her phone. She's already put her shoes on. Right? It's not even a conversation. Somebody was breaking in my garage one time and called her. She came around the corner so hard, she tried to run me down with the car because she thought I was the burglar. Like, that's how serious that is.
But
outside of that,
what I will say is I'm getting back to understanding what it means and what it is to have a support system and how to also be there for that support system. Like, I feel in some ways myself falling off for people that I used to support, and it was like, it wasn't because I still didn't want to support them or whatever. It was just like I had so much going on that I can't even support myself, so I know I can't support you.
I could be literally on fire, and I would still be trying to help and support the people.
Like, I can't.
Flames and
I can't, because I can't. I honestly, when I guess what I'll say, when I'm fucked up, I'm like, disattached. No, like, if anybody knows me, they could sense, like, if I'm becoming distant, if I'm going back into my shelter, like, oh, you're disattached, like, what's going on? Like, what's up? So, recently I found myself in conversations with someone, and they're like, yo, like, you, like, something's up, what's up? So I had to allocate to somebody, like, what was really going on, to try to get them to understand, like, it may look easy, it may seem easy, like, their perception of what you see is not always the reality of what's going on, if that makes sense.
yes, it makes sense. We didn't have to drop whole relationships with people that have perception versus reality. Wow, what you think versus what is real. Yes, I absolutely understand.
Yeah,
I told you that said we can go in this meeting. I'm gonna tell you guys it's about to go.
Yeah,
They
because
think that's not true.
it definitely ain't true. But again,
Hey, ready?
when you gotta like what you said, like, I got a dope ass support system. So sometimes it ain't nothing for somebody to be like, hey, what you need? Got you. So even yesterday, I ain't really need it, but I asked her anyway, so she was outside. I ain't need water, but I asked my sister for water.
She checked it for me.
And she did.
I guess I'm gonna get it to y'all. I got you, babe.
Don't do that to my sister. Don't do that to my sister.
I love her. I want him to be funny. I mean, that's how she sounds.
That is definitely like,
That's how you sound.
like I had last week. Did we do podcast
Let me
last
not
week?
do my siblings like that. Hold on. Let me walk something back. My sister, both sisters, the little one and the big one. The big one, you already know what her profession is. So
Absolutely.
if I'm in it like that, her first instinct is to protect me legally.
If
right?
you in the thick of it, she gonna get thick.
In
of
the
it.
thick of it, and I don't mean, but not like that. I mean, like legally though.
Yeah.
If I get into some type of legal trouble, if I found myself in any type of litigative strife, my sister definitely got me handed down. Rather, she may not represent me, but she definitely gonna do the legwork to figure out what the best route is to try to get me up out of this legal jam that I'm in. So let me give her flowers in that. If I have any type of legal question, she's always there to answer them. Even when I'm calling on other people's behalf, like, because shit, anytime she can be like, don't you call me about nobody else's life. Like, I don't charge several $100s an hour.
I mean, just to,
Like, I don't do that.
Just to
So
say-
I'm gonna give her that. My little sister, there's a distance factor there, right?
yeah, because she saw that.
There's a distance factor there. However, if I need an ear, she has an ear for me, right? If I'm going through something mental, because she's a therapist. So if I'm going through something, if I'm losing my marbles about something, she's there for me to work through it, which is why I don't pay for therapy or because if I really am in a manic space, or if I'm going through some serious shit, like emotionally or physically, she is somebody I can call and be like, I'm losing my mind. This is happening, and she's going to take the time to kind of walk me through that. My brothers need an ass beat.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
My brothers, you know what I'm saying, just need a beat.
Don't do that, because
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I know if something were to go down,
Why? Why? Now, think of all the things that have gone on the past couple months.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Think of what has gone on in the past couple months. We didn't have to pull them things out to go check on some shit. How many of my brothers did you see there for that? Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yeah. How many of my brothers was around for that?
Yeah, none.
I was just saying.
That goes.
They came with a couple podcast episodes.
That goes.
But I did.
What you were saying about the therapy, that sparks something.
What?
The difference between knowing if somebody's okay or somebody's safe. So I had a situation where someone had mentioned that they didn't want to be here no more, and they felt like they needed to be 302.
Did you kick the ball down?
I couldn't get to this person. I couldn't get to this person. So I called for alternatives who I thought could get to this person. When it was all said and done at the end of the day, one of the people called me and was like, oh, this person is okay. I said, let me correct you. I said, this person is not okay. I said, this person is safe. They're alive, they're well, but they're not okay.
If they called you and said they want to unalive themselves, we got TikTok. We got TikTok. We got the
I wish I wasn't here.
Okay, so now
That was the verbiage. I wish I wasn't here.
So they were in a depressive state.
They were in a depressive state. They were in a manic.
I'm going to assume that they said that this person is okay, meaning that they're not in immediate crisis. But I wouldn't use the word safe. I wouldn't have used that word. And what was the other word you used?
I said that they weren't okay because mentally they're not okay.
Yeah, we said that. They said, well, this person is okay. He's like, no, they're not okay. They're this and they're safe.
No, I said they're not okay, but they are safe. And what I meant by safe is physically safe. They are physically somewhere where nothing is going to happen. I mean,
I wouldn't use the word safe because if you're still in a depressive state, you're not safe.
At that point, I knew that the person was safe. I'll put it like that. I knew the person was safe based on who they were with and where they were at.
Confident?
You said confident.
Y'all confident?
No, that's not. But again, they're not okay. Like mentally, no, they're not okay.
They're not safe either. One trip to the bathroom and drown in the toilet bowl. I'm just saying, that's not. I'm not being funny. It don't take witters or wielders away. They gotta leave your eyesight at some point. Think of all the shit you keep in your bathroom. All of that's toxic. So I wouldn't say safe either. If the person is considering self-harm, unless you put them on a more padded room done at the western side, and even then, you run into something hard enough, I don't give a damn how much padding you put in there.
That's true.
You would have to sedate said person.
But I just don't.
Put them in a glass coffin like Snow White. All I'm saying is,
I just didn't like the wording. Like I didn't like the wording of saying.
but in that situation, is there ever a right thing to say?
No, not really. That's true. No, not really.
Is there ever a right thing to say? Anybody can twist whatever you say to make it sound effed up in that type of circumstance or situation. Like, I'm here, I feel like I want to die, and you ordering Doritos on DoorDash.
I mean, my other situation.
You gonna be wrong.
The other thing we discussed was off camera, but I kind of don't want to bring that up.
So don't. You gotta take the social flex there. All you doing? I ain't telling them nothing.
I'm sure I won't. That's like cigarette, like cigarette.
Probably standing on the ground. What do you say was cool? To the small bit.
Anything else?
I don't remember. We didn't talk about that. I know I wanted to get that single mother thing off my chest and the you chose the like.
And well, nobody chooses to be a single fucking parent.
Some people do. There are some women out there that go through IVF and sperm donor and just want the baby. They don't give a hot day. I told you, chicks used to come to me asking me if my brothers would donate their stuff so they can have a baby. Like, he don't got to be a part of it. I just need the goods.
I've actually been here.
So, yes, there are some people out there that do make that choice based off of lifestyle. But the vast majority of people are not out here like, I'm gonna do this, and we talked about that on child support too, where the guy's like, well, I don't want a baby. There's women out there that still go through with that pregnancy, believing he's gonna change his mind.
Mm-hmm.
But when little Tay Tay get here, he gonna want Tay Tay, and he's like, no, I don't.
Like I told you,
I'm in labor. Are you coming? Click. Why do you keep calling this phone? Trying to call his mom and like, you want to see your grandbaby? She's like, what grandbaby? And I'm going to drag his mom in there. Nothing to do with it. And the mama, if she worth a quarter, she ain't going to just let that baby not have nothing. So now he mad at his mama. Like, no, why you let that baby come out? I told her I want no baby.
Right? That'd be a real conversation. I talked to, talk to my kids about that. Hey! No, just make sure you, come on, bro. Come on, bro. I ain't trying to deal with it. Because I know I'm going to have to deal with it. I ain't trying to be the one. I ain't trying to be the 1, the 2, or the 3 with that shit, man.
So people talk about, you chose it sometimes, but sometimes delusion is real. Some people go into that delusion. I know some. But I know some who had that baby thinking that baby was proof that man was in love with her, even though he was like, no, I'm not. Why? But you have it. Why you want that baby? I don't want you. And she's like, Tut. Yes, you do want me. That's why I got this baby. And he was like, she's crazy. I did not want that baby. I still don't. Now the baby's here. Obviously, he got with somebody that wasn't about to be with nobody that wasn't taking care of the responsibility. And so he had to change his mindset. But he wasn't thrilled about it at first. He's like, I told her, and the baby is here. But surprise, responsibility, not being answered. I know people like that. Girl was like, I'm having this baby because just Maurice do want me. No. Maurice wanted to get off and you was available. And
You just happen to get the prize.
well, and you're gonna be stuck with it. No refunds, returns, or exchanges. Okay. So there's that. You can't I hate that conversation when people say that. Some of us, yes, we have walked into stuff knowing that there was a high possibility that it was going to go a certain way, and then some of us was blindsided by that information. You ever know somebody who was with somebody that seemed like he was so awesome until she got pregnant and he became a whole monster?
Yeah. Yes.
Just like women, they get pregnant and turn into a whole new beast. You like, well, I can't wait for that baby to get here because you will.
Yeah,
He just tripping.
My dad told me I was mean. And I was pregnant with Wayne. Like, why you so mean? Like you and me mean? Like,
Yeah, but you eventually became young. Some women never recover.
yeah, no, I
Some women
can't.
become mean and that's it.
That might
They
be
character loaded.
That might be why when Wayne get mean, he get mean. Like he hold up. I be like, damn, my nigga, like relax, take your chest down, son.
What's that word?
Take it down, my nigga.
They call it something syndrome.
Short man syndrome.
No, it's usually
No, I don't know the name.
oh, dang, what's a person's name? He's small.
I was like, dang, bro. Like that, and when you don't get enough sleep, I be like, you need a nap, don't you?
Delilah, she's a Sour Patch Kid. Like the queen of the Sour Patches.
I'm like, you need a nap, huh? That
I'm
bad.
like, can you hurry up and knock the sour dust off? Because I got shit I need to say to you, and this is not going to work for me. No, but that's it. We had a great conversation, I think.
Yeah,
She ought to be a plus. We did good, kid.
we did. I'll have to save the other kiddo.
Making a pivot. You know what I'm saying? It was a cool pivot.
Yeah.
I think I was prepared for it.
Yeah, listen. I was like, maybe we should just take a break.
We're not quitters. We don't do that. I mean, one no show don't stop no show.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Well, thank you guys for tuning in and hanging with us. We love and appreciate you very, 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 very much.
We'll keep y'all posted about next week. We gotta work some things out, see what's going on for next week, but we'll definitely keep you posted.
Yeah, we're gonna some stuff out. I don't know. You might just chill and chat again until,
Yeah.
because you're about to be like back to school. Everybody about to be mad crazy.
Yeah, for real.
But if you have a topic you want us to tackle, let us know. If you want to be a guest on the show, let us know. Even if you're in another state, we can definitely patch you in virtually.
If you have a business, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're on a rise to be an entrepreneur, you got something going on, you want to discuss it, you can tap in with us to do an etiquette series, and we will definitely feature you on the show. Come out and talk about what you got going on. Other than that, you have anything going on?
I don't talk about what I got. Because I don't have like nothing public, so nothing that really needs to be.
Well, she do got kids that got books. I don't know why she don't fucking say this every episode.
You're right. My babies are authors.
Babies.
My kids are authors. Both of them have published journals. And when I say they publish journals, I don't mean like something that they wrote in and published it like a book for you to read. No, it's a journal for you to use. The premise of both journals was for our children to be able to express themselves and get the thing they're thinking, feeling, and experiencing out. My son's journal, My Voice, Your Voice Matters, is a journal that you write in. So it was made for him to be able to talk about the happenings of his school day and to be able to unpack them with not only me but a trusted adult, because he was going through a lot of stuff at school that wasn't getting spoke about. And so this was a way for him to write out his perspective where he didn't feel seen or heard or safe or protected. And we had a way to know that that was going on and to unpack it with the school so that we can give him a positive school experience. My daughter's journal is I think my feelings or my emotions sketch journal. So it's for kids who express themselves more through art, or adults, anyone who wants to do it. Express themselves through art. So you're not really big on writing, but you like to draw or color or doodle or sketch. Then her journal would be perfect for you. Another, again, for you to just kind of get it all out and to unpack it with a trusted entity, be it your parent, your spouse, the school, the neighbor, the after school program, your therapist, whoever. So those are the purposes of both journals. They are available on Amazon. If you look on my TikTok page, my website, www.carlisaturner.com, will take you to my beacon, and on my beacon there's a link to Amazon for those journals. Or you can search my kids' names on Amazon. My son's name is Jamari, Jamari Turner, and my daughter's name is Kaya, Kyah Turner. So if you type in either of those names, both journals will pop up. So yes, my kids are authors. They do have published books. I do forget to say that all the time. I never think to say it.
Well, that's pretty much it for tonight. Because I really don't got nothing going on.
No, you got no shows, no studio time, no upcoming artists, no productions.
You got
No movies, no scripts.
I mean, I've been writing, but I ain't got nothing that I would like to discuss. So, let's leave it at that. You got a performance Saturday.
Where's Juju Beats, Lil Ju, performing at?
Lil Ju will be performing at the Stoner After Dark party on the west side. What's that? 48, 42 Greenway Avenue or something like that. I think it's from 9 to 2 on Saturday. It's I don't know the name. Yeah, no, I don't know the name of the business after that.
Well, if you're on the west side on Saturday, go see Lil Ju. Yeah, spit them hot wines on the mic.
And all the other artists, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's a whole nother realm of conversation. That's interesting.
Check us out.
Well, here at the Social Flex, we do always enjoy speaking with you guys and interacting, and we always do want to let you know that we're here. We do want to get it out, and we always do want to let you know here at the Social Flex, we want to remind everybody to be blessed and a blessing. Never know who you could touch.